Hello everyone. If you are a Python developer, then definitely you must have heard about this word context manager. So in Python, context manager is a mechanism which helps us to manage resources more effectively, or I would say more appropriately, using the keyword with. So let's have a look at the example here. So here I have written 2 lines of code wherein we are trying to write some text in a file named sample.txt. So here with keyword is used, open is the function name, W is the mode in which we want to open the file, and next line is the text which we want to push it into our file. So in this statement you can see that with statement is used, and due to this with keyword is used, and due to this keyword we need not to write file.close or f.close here, and file will get closed automatically because of this particular keyword, and this is happening because of this context manager fundamentals. So now let's say you want to write your own custom context manager. How can you do that? So it could be because of any reason. Maybe you want to append some lines, or you want to display some lines before writing text into the file or before reading a file, or it could be because you want to provide some alert message on the screen before closing the file itself. So to handle these things, we need to tweak this particular functionality, or we have to write our own custom implementation to achieve this. So the one way to achieve this is by writing few lines of code, and those lines could be something like this. So here, instead of open, now we are going to introduce our own context manager with the name my open. And the very first thing we need to keep in mind is whenever you are writing your own context manager, there are two things which you need to handle. First is the enter, and second is the exit method. So enter will call whenever you want to make your with block get executed. So this is the line which we want to actually write in our file, but before writing this, these are the 2 lines which will get executed, and once the file is written, the pointer will get into the exit block and will execute these 2 lines. So if I will run this code, you can see that the output is something like this: pre-block, I am the content, and the closing, which clearly means that first enter block will get executed, then our with, and at the end we will have this exit block executed. So that's why there are 3 different messages. Now this is one way to achieve this. How can we make this code more readable or easy to read, I would say? So we can reduce these lines of code to like very less lines of code. So let's have a quick look at how we can make that happen. I will add another code block over here and will paste the code which I have already written. So now here you can see that I have added one module over here, and then I am using decorator context manager. Rest all things are pretty straightforward. The with block, I didn't change anything. This looks exactly like how we have defined earlier. But the thing here is, instead of explicitly saying enter and exit, we are just using some keyword like yield. So whatever is written above yield will be the part of like enter block, and as soon as the enter block is executed, pointer will go to yield and it will come out of this open, and then it will go ahead and execute this particular line. So once this with block is executed, it will again go and start executing the lines which were written after the yield. So in this way we can achieve the same output as we have seen earlier. So pre-block, I'm the content, and the closing, although we have written very few lines of code. So this is how we can create our own context manager in Python. I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.